Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the software and some of the things that I want to highlight. The screen is just gorgeous, and like with other Samsung phones like the Fascinate and the Continuum, they have the Samsung's version of the home screen interface and some other software which I'm going to show, which is a nice touch. The calendar, they really maximize the calendar nicely on this 7-inch screen, and so that the application that they've developed for it is just nice viewability. Rotate the screen in this way. And again, this is where I think that if the calendar were up and you had this just kind of sitting on your desk, that if there was a kickstand, now granted, there's going to be docks and other methods where you could hold it, but if they had just put a kickstand on in, you could just flip that and have it sitting on your desk, and there'd be your calendar so that you could just touch it and do things as needed. And I just think that was an opportunity missed, not having the kickstand on the device. The application, or the keyboard by default is swipe. So I will just open up, say, a new Evernote here and show an example, and there's the swipe keyboard that comes on up. And I joked in my review that it's quite wide, so that if I was to, say, type the word Apple, and as I'm going from left to right, it's a lot of area to swipe and cover. Not an incredible amount, but if I were doing that on my Evo on a 4-inch screen, doesn't seem like it's as much movement. And if you were in this mode, in the landscape mode, and trying to do it again, it's a lot of movement, and there's times where I will mistype as I'm swiping because it's quite a distance and I won't actually get all the way over to the word or to the letter that I need to actually type. But still, swipe works very well, and what also works very nicely with swipe is being able to individually tap the keys and have the keyboard work in that fashion as well if you'd like. There's a built-in task manager that I really think is impressive. And going over to their default apps, and there's applications obviously in the market that you can get as well, but you can see that it's just showing the apps that I've got running, and so very simple. You can also see any of the packages you've installed. You can choose to just clear memory at a level 1 or a level 2 and see how much of the RAM is being used and see a summary of how much storage. So it's a built-in application and pretty nice. So if I wanted to just end Fring and TwitDroid and Evernote, Dolphin browser, I could end them all if I wanted. And so I basically closed all that applications down. You notice that it did kind of blank out the screen for a moment because it's restarting the home screen since it shut down a lot of things in the background. But that built-in task manager is pretty nice. One nice touch that they added to the screen, to the curtain, is that there's a control bar up at the top that allows you to turn on your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, silence the device, or even do orientation lock if you want for it to not rotate while you're looking at something, and change the screen brightness. So then you've got your notifications down below that, but you've got this by default, which is nice because I've actually got that as a widget on my Evo and is on one of my home screens so that I can control these things, but it's very nice that it's just in the notification curtain. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn on Wi-Fi so that I can be connected to my wireless here in the house. And then I'm going to show one of the applications, one of the services here on the tab that is pretty nice. It's called Media Hub. And what this allows you to be able to do is rent or purchase movies as well as TV shows. So if I go to the TV store, then you can see the different channels that you're able to scroll through. And so my wife and I like to watch Bravo, and so here's like Top Chef, Just Desserts, and flipping out, and some other shows that she and I enjoy watching. And I'll give an example. If we go to Top Chef, Just Desserts, then we look at the season and they show all the episodes, and these are available the day after the show is on the air. So if I look at the finale, then you see that you can purchase it for $1.99. And make sure it's on high quality there. And so again, I think that kickstand would be wonderful.
But I assure you, I have everything under control. Okay, maybe not. Oh, such a dirty shoe.
So that's a look at the Verizon Samsung Galaxy Tab. This is Matt Coddington with MyMobileville.